Hello. Yes, it's good to be back. It's been far too long. Tell you the truth, actually, last year I don't think I did a single one of these car boot videos. It wasn't because I wasn't going to car boots. I just didn't have the energy to do it for some reason. Just to edit the video, I did okay in the car boots. I didn't go to too many. I've been busy with a new job. So first off, I've been trying to get that into place. And then second of all, I just didn't get to the main big car boot too often. And unfortunately, yeah, the work got in the way of going to car boots. So unfortunately, sometimes I do actually have to work Sunday morning. And I'm not going to ask for time off just to go to a car boot. Overall, last year we actually got a new car boot right near my house. That was quite cool, but there's a lot of more dealers down there, because especially there's a Wednesday one. I met some quite nice video game sellers. Of course, they're not eBay prices, but they do know what they have. So I did find a gentleman that was selling a load of Master System games for cheap, but for like £3, and I was picking stuff like Bubble Bubble up from the Master System. So yeah, that was. I did randomly find a snes at a car boot. That was actually the American one, and shockingly, at the same car boot, I got that epic snes lot from before. So yeah, it shows you there is stuff out there, and yeah, that's really really cool. I'm just gonna shift over because this sun is getting in the way. That's a bit better. So I was at the big car boot today. To tell you the truth, we really have been rained out this year. The first one of the year was rained out. That really did suck. It was rained out, and unfortunately, the way my work schedule meant that I could only make the first two of the year. One of the other local ones is about to open next week. So I'll hopefully get to that in the next few weeks, because I actually can go to work and go to that one. But this one I went to today is very strict. It opens at a certain time, and I would not be able to make it to work and to this place in the same amount of time. I start at 8 and the car boot starts at 7. There's no way I'd be able to get to a train station in time. So really today was the only time I was going to get to go to this big car boot, because the last one was snowed off. And we had thunder and lightning last night, and I was a bit like, are we a bit cursed this year? Am I just not going to get to this big car boot? But luckily I did, so I'm quite happy. And to tell you the truth, I did really, really well. I think this is the best I've ever done this one. So I'm actually not going to go in order, because actually the thing I got first is the biggest thing. And I've not seen everything I got in that. Long story, I'll get to it when I explain it. But trust me, it's a really good haul. I already had a sneak peek at some of the stuff in there, and everything in there looks amazing. So I've got 3 piles. I'm just going to go through. It's in no particular order how I picked up. So first off, I mean, it was quite late in the day. I picked up a Wii Sports. You can't go wrong with Wii Sports for a good price. You find it in the actual big case. There's actually a case version of this. It normally goes for a bit more at CEX, but you can just find the sleeve version. I think CEX gives a good little trade on that. The sleeve version definitely does get a lot less. So just remember that when you're trading. Next thing I did is I didn't quite look at this one properly. I probably wouldn't have picked this up if I looked at it properly. I've got Ghostbusters. You think what's the problem with that? It's the American version, and it's the Xbox 360. The PlayStation 3, it really, really just doesn't matter. But the game there, I mean, I could mod my 360 at some point, and I get that. And I've been after this game for a while, so it's a pain. It's the American version, but better than nothing, I guess. So that's good. But I got that. So I got that one out of the way, and Grand Theft Auto 5 for the 360. I'm not too sure I'm going to do this, because I have the special edition box for this, but it was missing one of the discs, and this one actually has both the discs, because I think I paid something like 50p for this. This was sort of in the corner of the car boot that literally nobody really, this is the only bit, like the overflow area. To tell you the truth, not a lot of people were going down at the time, as I was literally one of the first people in line. There's like 2 very big groups they were the only ones in front of me. So except for them, I was the only. I was like the first person in after that, and luckily a lot of them had pushchairs, so I sort of fast walked past most of them, as they still have to get their pushchairs around. I didn't push anyone out of the way. I'm not like that. Don't worry. So yeah. So once they said, so I was in there very early, so I got very lucky on a lot of things. Another game, the gentleman who sold me this, actually he wanted to do me a bundle offer, but I told him the truth and I said, I'm actually, honest to God, really after this game, and I've actually been after this game for a while. It's not a rare game, but I never picked it up. I've heard lots of good things about it. Heavy Rain for the PlayStation 3. Don't know why, it's always sort of eluded me. I think I've seen it a few times and people wanted quite a lot for it. I've heard many good things about it, and hopefully check it out. Of course, disc is in there with the instructions. So that's really, really good. Also, I picked this up. This is also in the area where nobody really seemed to go. Fortunately, I think it's a bit broken. One of the buttons seems to be broken, so I'm really going to have to open this up to see if I can fix it. It's one of these bootleg things. There's just a load of Mega Drive ROMs on here, and it's like shaped like a PSP. It's not a PSP. It's definitely not a PSP. But yeah, I think unfortunately the A button, I can't, like, I was playing Sonic and I couldn't make Sonic jump, so don't know what's up with that, so I'll have to look in. But it comes with like 2 carts of games, and I think there's a load of games. Shockingly, there's actually no Mario games on it. They have Mario all over it, no Mario. But for £3, you got to have a bit of try, so I'll probably have a little play around with that at some point. Also came with this, and right, a random store, I found a PSP game. Not too much PSP around. I thought I'd find a bit more. I found Ape Escape game, Escape P. I may actually have this one. I don't think I've had the box. I think I picked up a Katamari game once, and this was inside of it, but got the box, and I think it was like 50p, so I couldn't argue with that. And I like the Ape Escape games. So actually now really all I have left are the 2 really big hauls, like 2 stores that probably made this car boot today. And one of them I haven't looked through yet. And literally I could only see the games that are on top, and literally everything was like a really, really good game. But I'm going to do that one last, because literally we're going to do a live reaction to what I'm getting. I'm going to do this first store. So I actually paid a little bit for this stuff, but I don't mind because some of it's quite cool. What it was a lady. I think she was sending a load of her husband's stuff. He said she was saying that, you know, it was parts of his collections that he wanted to downgrade on. So she was sending bits off. The one thing I got was this Time Crisis bundle with the gun. I've never had the gun, and it has all the bits you put on the TV with it. So you can play and shoot along with it. It actually has the game. I think I actually have I actually think I've got a load of the Time Crisis floating around, but I've never had a gun. The fact is, had a lot of the stuff. I know it's untested, but for a tenner, I was like, have a punt on that. Have a punt. She also had a big box of games that were just random, and when you hear games, you're thinking stuff like PS2, Xbox. Like, no, this was like everything from Amiga to Mega Drive. There's a gentleman actually looking just in front of me, but luckily he was an Amiga fan, and he was sort of picking out all the good Amiga stuff. And even as I had a little chat with him, he seemed quite a nice fellow. So if you're watching, hello. Hope you enjoy your Amiga games you got. Just picking out some Amiga. Of course, luckily he didn't seem to be interested in the Mega Drive and the Super Nintendo stuff, so I sort of come in and sort of picked that up. Nothing amazing. It's all, but honest to God, to find anything Mega Drive these days, literally I found one other Mega Drive thing this entire car boot. Someone sent a copy of Sonic 2 for £4. It was fully boxed, nice, but I actually already had it. So I decided to leave that for someone else, and it was gone. I did check later, someone did pick that up. So hopefully that Sonic game has found a good home. Someone got a good deal there. So now I'm going to go through the Mega Drive stuff I got. So first one I got was this hockey game. What's it? Mario Lemony Hockey. These were £2 a pop, and just Mega Drive, just like I just needed to fill some holes in my Mega Drive collection. PGA Tour Golf and one of those EA yellow tabs. Yeah, people may have seen. I also actually got some Master System. I've got to say that isn't all. I've got MotoGP. So I got loads of Master System stuff last year, and yeah, so Master System seems to be a console I seem to get lucky with. I seem to get some good stuff, bits and bobs with that. Desert Strike for, so there seems to be a lot of these tab, these EA Electronic Arts. There was a whole thing that Electronic Art managed to figure out how to make Mega Drive things and Mega Drive cartridges, and they all have yellow tabs on it. See, yeah, I've got a few more things. I think I'll leave that one to last. The only Super Nintendo thing they had in here was the Super Game Boy. £2 for a Super Game Boy. I was like, pick that up. Anything SNES. Everyone know SNES is my favourite console. Got some box stuff as well, and this is also £2. I got FIFA 95 for £2. All in there. Lovely job. Almost there. I just realised there's actually one more lot that I didn't show you, so I also need to show you that. Also found this random Operation Wolf. There's a random Thundercats sticker. It's not a Thundercats. There actually was a Thundercat game in there, but it was like for the Amiga. And I thought I'm going to leave the Amiga, like the Amiga leftovers, because I got a lot in my collection, and I really not connected to those consoles. So I don't know. I feel a bit wrong picking stuff up like that where I really don't know a lot about it. I'd rather someone who'd actually really appreciate that stuff get it. So this has Operation War. If you open, oh, it has a load of Ninja Turtle stickers in there. That's quite nostalgic, and it's because sometimes this car boot you just got to be really. You just got to be really fast because literally there is a lot of people were looking for games there. It's quite so being high up the line really did help today. I really was in the right place at the right time. Also, I had a random Game Gear game, Terminator. I actually don't have a Game Gear. I have a few games for it. So once I get a Game Gear, I actually have a Game Gear library to go with it. So I'm looking. I actually know, I did have a Game Gear. It just never worked. So I've had a Game Gear. Right, and I got a nice load, another pile of bits and bobs. So this got very lucky. It was actually a bit later on. Oh, no, before I get onto that, there was one more thing this lady had. It was a bit pricey, but I liked what I got. It's a custom paint job Nintendo 64. As you can see, top's gold. I mean, yeah, the buttons are gold and the bottom is gold, and then there's a black top. It looks like it has been sprayed because you can see stuff like this. But I mean, I know there's a fully gold one, but this is a pretty nice N64. There was no controller with this. That's the only thing. I do have all the wires, and I will admit my N64 does play up a bit, so it's good that I have a backup N64 now. Especially this is like perfect to play GoldenEye on, because look at that, the golden button. Yes, I do know there is actually a golden N64, but I thought this was really nice, a quite unique thing to my collection. This was £20, so it was a bit pricey to tell you the truth, but I love it. It looks so awesome. If somehow the N64 doesn't work, I can always use the shell and put it on one that does. I just love the shell. Just that gold bottom is so cool. I'm pretty sure it's a custom job because I can see the way the spray has been done. It's been a pretty good job. Has been done on it. All right. Next lot is actually the next two lots are both PlayStation 1 lots. I got this first one I got actually after the first one, but the first one I'm going to leave to last because I've not seen everything I got on that one and I want to live react to that. This one, it was a bit later on in the day. There's about 2 fields, and this second field was sort of people just getting here, sort of setting up. And I was lucky enough to sort of be walking past. Nobody must have spotted this box. It was kind of a low-key stock. They actually had a PlayStation 1, but I actually already picked one up today, and I was a bit like, I'm going to leave the other one. I'm going to leave that one. And literally, the kid said it was £2 a game, and there's one game at the top that I've been after it for ages, and I was like, No, the fact that I finally can add this game to my collection, I'm delighted. I've been looking for it for you. I think it's quite a, I mean, not sought after, but I've always seen it. It's marked quite high. So I'm going to go through the pile of games. And I just went through the pile and picked up games I haven't got or that looked interesting. I did leave some behind. There's a lot of demo discs. I haven't even checked to see if they're all in the right things. So I'm going to look now. There is, first one is is it Ison? That sort of looks like a shooting star box style game. I mean, these, no offense, they haven't been taken care of the best. So they're not the best ones. I'm going to probably need some replacements. Colony Wars Red Sun. That looked like a fun game. That looks like another fun shooting game. Whoever had a lot liked shooting games. So that one's a lot more. It's even got like where it comes from. What's it? Game Smart, whoever they are. Probably an old, long forgotten. Oh, there goes again. Tenchi 2, I think I actually have like a rental version of this, but I never actually had the normal box for it. So I can add that to my collection. Excellent. And another game that I don't think I've ever picked up. It's in terrible condition, but a new box and a bit of love. The original Wipeout. I don't think I've ever had the original Wipeout. I may have. I do pick up so many lots of these car boots. I have forgotten that I've had certain things, and then later gone through my collection and, oh, I've actually had that for years. So I really should actually note down everything I have one of these days. Is it Podopolis The Beginning? Yep, The Beginning. I've seen this game around. I've never picked it up. I don't really even know what it's about. Part of the Value series. Look, it's got the big book. You must be the disc. It's quite nice condition. So it seems to be a bit. Someone's loved these games. Someone's probably loved them a bit too much, and they've probably been left out somewhere. This is actually shockingly in the rental box, and I don't know. I have a thing for rental boxes. I really like finding rental games in rental boxes. I mean, I never found any SNES or N64 games in rental boxes. Kind of made me sad because those ones remember. But I found a few PlayStation 1 ones, and this is Fire Thunderhawks 2. And it's come flying out, and it said these are the rental versions. So that's another nice thing to go in my rental box. It says it all seems to be mostly PS1 stuff I've got in rental boxes. All right. Okay, that was the game that I wanted to show you last. Now I've got C12 Resistance. I think I may have picked this up before. I vaguely remember seeing this. Whether I've seen this somewhere else, just go. And yeah, it's saying nice one. And this is the game that made the pile worth it, because I don't know how long I've been after this game, and I keep missing it. I don't know. I mean, I've never seen anyone pick it up in front of me. And yes, I got Metal Gear Solid, the Special Missions. That's the full title. Special Missions is like an extra disc with special bits and bobs game in there with the thing. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Is that a platinum? I realise that's like the that's like, I think, the Metal Gear book with it. Funny story, I was like going through the pile and I put the pile on, because I wanted to count all the games out to show that I wasn't being cheeky and taking too many games. And so it's like £2 a game. I'm not really going to haggle at that sort of price. I know people will, and I understand some people are trying to make money, but I knew this pile I was keeping. So, and if it was only a little kid, I'm not going to be out of order and try and haggle with a kid, because I have seen it. I have literally seen people go up to children and go like, oh no, so it's an old game and stuff like that. You're going to do that to children. Yeah, it's a bit out of order. And, you know, I just said, look, you named the price. I'm happy to pay those £2, even if I'm bundling it up. You know, this is quite good. This alone probably would normally set me back £20, £16. It's funny because there was a couple watching me, and I think they must have seen the pile of games, and they must have been, oh look, a big pile of really good PlayStation 1 games. And I think they realised, and I was like, oh, I'll find the right change. And they're just looking at it, going, oh, he's got it. And then literally as I'm walking away, I heard the girl say to the guy, like, what's it? Said no point looking in the box. He's probably picked it. He's already picked it over. And I mean, tell you the truth, there actually was a few good games. I think I left a Tomb Raider in there. Tell you the truth, I kind of wish I'd picked up now. So hopefully someone got a good deal on Tomb Raider, especially if you need that game, because I keep forgetting which Tomb Raiders I have and which ones I don't. So right, actually now we're going, in a way, we've almost gone totally backwards. This was the first pickup of the day. And to tell you the truth, when I first arrived, there wasn't much video game stuff. Like the first store I stopped at, someone wanted a £3 for quite a basic DS game. And I ran around a corner and I saw a guy had this N64 and there's 3 games with it. So I went straight over and I said, how much one for the N64? And he said 50 quid. And I looked through the games because that's, you know, that's where it's going to be worthwhile for me. There's something I really wanted in that pile. That's really good. But unfortunately there wasn't. It was Mario 64, Lilac Wars, and The Legend of Zelda. I'd tell you the truth, for someone who's just starting, 50 quid for an N64 and those 3 games is actually quite a good deal. If something like I'd say a store sell N64 so like 40 to 50. You can easily see an N64, I'd say, go by itself for similar prices in some stores. Maybe someone like CEX does them slightly cheaper. The fact that you're getting Mario, Zelda, that was a deal. That was where you're getting your value from. But I have all those games already, and I'd rather someone else. But next to him, he had a big PS1 pile. He had all the top, and I could like only really see. I think he had Dino Crisis, and I sort of could see half of Final Fantasy, two of the Final Fantasies. And I sort of just quickly said like, like how much? And he said 20 quid. I was like, that was for the console. No, everything's 20 quid. And I'm down there, and actually, just as I'm doing that, a gentleman also come by. He's like, "Oh, are you buying that?" And I said, "Yes, unfortunately, I'm sorry." But you leaving the N64 stuff? And I sort of said to him, "Yeah." And he, you know, he saw the pile and he saw how good it is. He actually said, like, "Oh, look, mate, you got a really good deal there." And you know, I turned to him and I said, "Look, you know, good luck on your hunt, mate. You know, it does suck when you see something you really want." And he knew it was a good pile. And I checked later that N64 was still there. So unfortunately he didn't pick it up. But it was, I don't know, it was just a nice moment to actually, I feel like sometimes there's a lot of negativity in our community. And I understand maybe sometimes why, because like a couple of seconds, I mean, that has happened to me. I've seen people walk away with big bundles, and, you know, a couple of seconds before, you know, I would have been the guy getting that big bundle. So, like, you're out there, you're watching this, I wish you luck, and hopefully in the future, if you ever see me at the car booth, I'm more than happy to share Facebook friends. And if you ever want someone to trade games with, I'm more than happy, because as I said, sometimes I get big piles, and, you know, if, you know, just someone, I just like talking to people about similar things, and it's only going to be nice to me, unlike certain people, you know, I'm willing to, you know, maybe if I got a few good games, I'm maybe willing to, you never know, you got a game you don't want, or, you know, bought as a bundle, and I got a game, we can do some trading, you know, sort of things they do on the game chasers and stuff like that. You know, it would just be nice to actually have some friends to game chase with. So you're out there, good luck on your game chasing. You said, feel more than free to come over and say hello. I don't bite much. So I'm going to go through this PlayStation 1 lot now. So I've got a lot of games, because literally this bag was heavy all day. And I had a sneaky little peek, and literally everything was really good I've seen so far, but I've not seen everything. And there was quite a lot of games. So I'm going to start off with the most boringest thing. I got an Exploder. Actually, I needed one of these for the PlayStation 1. Yeah, so that's good. I got an Exploder. So I'm going to start. I got this, and there was actually something quite cool in this. Got the actual box of the PlayStation, and the gentleman also said there's something inside, a Resident Evil Nemesis guidebook. So yeah, it's neat by itself. Oh my god, a dead spider. Yeah, funny what you get in these things. Someone's left this in the loft somewhere, or in a garage. And get yourself some PlayStation controllers. And I actually never owned the original PlayStation. I always had a PlayStation 2, so oh my god, that's years old. And there we are. You can see it has there's a controller in here. There is wires. I'll check that later. To tell you the truth, I'm probably mostly going to use the PS2. So I actually can see some of the games I picked up now, and I think I got some quite good ones. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. I don't know if I had this one yet. I didn't even check to see the games, and imagine that I got this lot and everything. Everything's like a FIFA. No, that's one game that's definitely in there. Resident Evil Nemesis. So it looks like the games are in quite nice nick. So yeah, that's. Oh. Problem doing this live, you can't edit all the bits out, you make a mistake. And that's a mistake I have to make. This one, I'm trying to hide, I think. Oh, okay. I got the whole Resident Evil trilogy. Nice. I definitely didn't have the original. It's the platinum version, but I don't mind. I may not still have the original. The game isn't in here. Oh yes, it all comes. I love it when you get random bits like this, the random like survey thing. I always wondered if I send the survey, would they still honor it? I got the little book, and yes, Resident Evil is in there. So that's Resident Evil in there. It's nice. So that's another game I needed for the collection, and I got Resident Evil 2 as well. I'm pretty sure I needed this one. I think it was really. Aha. That's it. I only had one disc. Now I've got both of them. Excellent. I had one disc for Resident Evil 2. I think I picked it up at the same copy like last year. So I have both discs. So that's Resi 1, Resi 2, and Resi 3 Nemesis. Also, I have Alone in the Dark. I've heard of this game before. And stuff like that. And oh, the game's falling out. It's a 2-disc one. Or have I got a random? No, it's a 2-disc. 2 discs. Oh, and I got a cheat disc randomly in here. I think that's meant to go with the thing and stuff. Oh, and I've got 4 more games. No idea. Oh. My sister's randomly here, so right. I actually got the actual Metal Gear Solid, so I ended up picking both the expansion pack and one day I got this is the platinum version. I actually already have Metal Gear a few times. I think I got the platinum version and the normal version. And yeah, look. Both Metal Gear and Metal Gear. It's all right. My sister's just randomly coming to interrupt the live stream. So look. And there's only 3 more games left, but they are 3 good ones, even though they're all the ones I actually already own. First one, Final Fantasy VII. Classic game there. This is the one with the, okay, unfortunately a bit of the thing's broken, but that's all right. I got Final Fantasy VII. I actually own this signed. I have a good number of copies of this game, but I have 2 more games that are shockingly all from the same series. Final Fantasy VIII. And so I got the demo for 8, and I got that. I'm just checking to see if I got all the discs, so I'm doing pretty well now. So if I don't have the discs, and oh yeah, what I like more about these versions, they have the nice pictures. Always the platinum versions, they're just never as nice. And last and definitely not least, what many people consider one of the best ones, Final Fantasy IX. And I actually need a platinum version of this one. It's like the only one I've not on the piece. Actually, I don't have some of the earlier ones on the PlayStation 1. the re-release, like the Chronicles, Final Fantasy Chronicles, and stuff like that. I got Final Fantasy 6. That's the only one of the PlayStation 1 re-releases games. I mean, I got Randy got Final Fantasy 4 on the GBA years ago. So that's my lot. As I was saying, it was a lucky day. That bundle there alone was great. So I got a lot of PS1 stuff. So I was sort through it and got a few doubles there. So I'll be trading them along. Please comment if you want to do any trades. I'm always open for offers. But yeah, no, that was a really good thing. I'm not sure how often I'm going to be able to do these things. I'm not going to ever really be able to commit to a full-time show. That's why it's saying this show is probably going to be like this from now on. I don't have time to edit stuff and do stuff, and I'm not going to film stuff because that seems to cause a load of drama with certain people. So yeah, I think I'm just going to try and keep it something like this, because just do it as a live feed, and then I'm just going to stick it onto YouTube. Yeah, it's going to be a bit raw, but I just want to show people what I got. Show you, yes, you can get good stuff out there. Today was an extremely good day. Really, you just got to keep going. Sometimes you're going to get unlucky, but it shows you get up early, you get in the line early. You know, you're going to have a good time. Anyway, it's great being back. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Also, check out some other the other YouTube car boot lot, such as Game Boys Are Awesome, and also Kevin. I always forget his number. Just for Kevin and car boots, he normally does. I think I haven't seen him do one for a while, but I think his car boots will shut. So hopefully he'll be back on soon. So any other car boot video game guys, you give them a like, give them a subscribe. They're a good lot. There's a lot of good people on YouTube, so it'd be nice to keep this community going, to share some love in this community. But anyway, it's lovely being back, and I hope I see you all soon in another episode. Bye bye.